Hello and good day everyone. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. I am Kaushalya from Vallyappan. I was born and raised in Penang. Previously, I was an account stream student in Malacca Matriculation College, and now I am pursuing my degree in law in UNIZA. My aspiration in studying law is to become a lawyer as it's financially rewarding and personally fulfilling. For me, personal fulfillment is the most important. I also choose law because it provides me the courage and support in which I can stand for the rights of the other and my own. Today, I'm here to provide my legal opinion on the issues that arise from the case of Andika Bernandi and Atika. Who is Andika Bernandi and who is Atika? Let's see the facts of the case. Meet Andika Bernandi, the offerer, and Atika, the offeree. On 18 June 2022, Andika Bernandi offered to sell 3-album collection of Lee Min-ho to Atika at around 50% less than the market price. His offer was made by phone and he also asked her to inform the acceptance through WhatsApp before or on 20 June 2022. At the same time, he also posted an advertisement to sell those collections separately at Shopee and Lazada at a higher price. After 1 hour of posting, all the 3 albums were sold out. He even posted the albums to the buyer on the same day. He was about to inform Atika on the non-availability of the albums, but his internet connection was not good at that particular time and he forgot to do so after that. On the morning of 20th June, Atika called Andika to accept the offer and claimed that Andika had breached their contract when he sold the album to Atika's best friend without informing her earlier. She also claimed that she only knew about the non-existence of the album when her friend came to her house on 19 June to share happiness. Atika demanded on the album, but Andika said that there's no contract between them. There are two issues that arise from the case you have seen now. The first issue is whether the conditional offer made is valid and accepted by Atika in prescribed manner. And the second issue is whether the revocation of offer made by Andika to Atika is effective. Talking about the first issue, whether the conditional offer made is valid and accepted by Atika in prescribed manner. Now, what is conditional offer? A conditional offer is an agreement between two parties that an offer will be made if a specific condition is met. As per Section 6, subsection C of Contracts Act 1950, a proposal is revoked by a failure of the acceptor to fulfill a condition precedent to acceptance. Next, Section 7, subsection B states that the acceptance must be expressed in some usual and reasonable manner unless the proposal prescribes the manner in which it is to be accepted. If a prescribed manner is asked by the proposer to indicate the acceptance, the offeree must follow the manner. Referring to the current case of Andika and Atika, Andika the offerer had asked Atika to inform him on the acceptance of the offer through WhatsApp, which means either through the WhatsApp call, message, or even WhatsApp video call. But Atika, on the other hand, had made acceptance through a normal standard call. This shows that Atika did not fulfill the condition implied by Andika. Hence, the conditional offer made is not valid as the acceptance was not made in prescribed manner. Moving on to the second issue, whether the revocation of offer made by Andika to Atika is effective. According to Section 5, subsection 1, a proposal may be revoked at any time, be the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the proposer, but not afterwards. Besides, Section 4, subsection 3 states that the communication of a revocation is complete as against the person to whom it is made when it comes to his knowledge. Thus, there is no any requirement that the revocation must be directly communicated to the offeree. It will be effective as soon as the person receiving the offer becomes aware of it. As an example, in the case of Dickinson versus Dodds, the defendant offered to sell his house to the plaintiff and promised to keep the offer open until Friday. On the Thursday, the defendant accepted an offer from a third party to purchase the house. Then the defendant asked a friend to tell the plaintiff that the offer was withdrawn. On hearing the news, the plaintiff on Friday morning handed the defendant a letter accepting the offer. The court held that the plaintiff was fully aware of the revocation before he accepted the offer and that the revocation was effective. Well, in this case between Andika and Atika, after Andika has sold all the three albums, he failed to inform Atika on the non-availability of the albums due to poor internet connection and later on forgets about it. However, Atika got to know on the non-availability of the albums through her best friend who came to her house on the 19th June. This shows that Atika was fully aware of the non-availability of the albums before she called Andika to accept the offer. Hence, the revocation made by Andika is effective. To conclude, there's no contract that bound both parties, Andika Bernandi and Atika. That's all from me. Thank you.